guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another FIFA 18 experiment. I want to apologize, I haven't uploaded in a little while, maybe like 4 days by the time this video goes out, and I've been super busy returning to work. I'm actually starting a different job. I'm not really returning to work, but returning to the working period. I've been getting my ass kicked by work. I've been absolutely smashed, so I do want to apologize real quick for not making any videos, but when I get home, I just want to lay down, I want to relax, and I'm just like not making videos. So today I thought I'd make a video for you guys. I'm gonna be taking a look at what would happen if we took the best World Cup rejects, is what I'm calling them, but pretty much players that didn't make the 2018 World Cup. We're gonna put them all in the same team, and we're gonna see how they do in a mock World Cup, like what we've done with all our international World Cup tournaments. And we're gonna see how far they can go. These are players that have chips on their shoulders. These are players that want to prove themselves. And these are players, big players, that missed out on getting to the biggest tournament in the world. Now, if anybody actually commented this idea, I want to apologize real quick. I didn't see it. I don't remember anybody commenting this. But also, if this video has been made before or something similar, I have to plead ignorance. I genuinely didn't know. I didn't see it either. So I'm not trying to steal anybody's idea just in case, but I don't think anybody's made this video. I hope so, at least. I hope no one's made this video. So before we take a look at today's team, guys, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please do leave a like on the video. Of course, it does mean so much that you guys are leaving likes on the video. The last video hit 1,000 likes when I asked for it, and I was just astonished. If we could get anywhere close to 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely insane. If you're new around here, subscribe as well to stay up to date with the FIFA 18 experiments, but most importantly, leave your comments, your experiment suggestions in the comments section below. Okay, that is what the team looks like today. I have picked Juventus as the team to represent because, let's be honest, most of these players are Italian, and most of the team is made up of Italian, Dutch, Ivorian Coastians, I don't even know how you say that, and Chileans. That is the main, or the only 4 teams actually in this. Other than those 4 nations, there's only one player that's not from them, and that is Miralem Pjanic. Of course, other nations like Ghana and the United States also missed out, but they just didn't have high enough rated players to get into the team. So that is what the team looks like. The starting 11 consists of Belotti and Immobile up front, with Pjanic behind them, Alexis Sanchez and Insigne on each of the wings. Vidal and Verratti are the 2 central midfielders, with Chiellini, Bailly and Bonucci as the back 3, with Gigi Buffon in between the sticks. How could you have anybody else as the captain of this team? Anyway, on the bench is Giovinco, Strootman, Bernardeschi, Marchisio, Van Dijk, Barzagli, Perin, and then on the reserves, Balotelli, De Vrij, Bonaventura, Simon Zaza, Promes, Donnarumma, Jean-Michel Seri, Florenzi, Yaya Toure, Gini Wijnaldum, and Serge Aurier. Like we've done before, what I've done is made a World Cup with auto-filled nations. This time, it's a little bit different. I do not have the 4 nations that are in these reject teams in the World Cup. So there's no Italy in this World Cup, there's no Netherlands, there's no Ivory Coast, and there's no Chile. So those 4 teams are not in the World Cup. Every other team is in the World Cup, even if in real life they're not in the World Cup. I hope that makes sense. So taking a look at the groups, Group A consists of Brazil, Poland, Spain, and Denmark. Group B is Turkey, Australia, Scotland, and Argentina. Group C, Portugal, England, Germany, and South Africa. Quite a tough group there. Group D is Greece, Austria, Colombia, and Iceland. Group E, Mexico, Belgium, Venezuela, and Wales. Group F is Ireland, Switzerland, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic. Group G is Uruguay, Russia, France, and Sweden, with Group H holding the rejects in quite an easy group, I have to say, they've gotten, with Cameroon, Saudi Arabia, and Peru. I'd be surprised if they get a single loss in these 3 games. Okay, the first 3 games of the group stages are done, and this is how the tables look like. And Group A, hang on a minute. Brazil couldn't even pick up a win against either Denmark or Poland. They drew against both of those, I assume. Well, yeah, actually, they would have had to have drawn with both of them. And then they lost to Spain, which means Brazil, and this has happened before, I think this is the second time this has happened, are last of their group without a win. That's absolutely just amazing. Anyway, Spain and Poland make it through. Denmark also missing out on goal difference. In Group B, Turkey made it 3 wins out of 3 games after beating Argentina, just conceding 1 goal through the group stages. My word, that's a decent effort from Turkey. Scotland and Australia not making it through, but hey, at least this time Australia scored a goal, right? Group C, Portugal and England making it through, with Germany missing out. Some huge teams missing out here. South Africa without a single point to their name. Group D is Colombia and Iceland making it through, with Greece and Austria getting knocked out. That was a pretty all-round, very average group, and Colombia and Iceland are the two teams that make it out of there. Group E is Belgium and Mexico making it through. Both had 6 points, with Venezuela and Wales missing out. Group F, Switzerland and Ireland are the two teams that got out of their group, with Slovenia and the Czech Republic not even picking up a win. Slovenia actually also went undefeated, so you could look at it both ways. Group G, France, 3 for 3 wins there, with Uruguay in 2nd, Sweden in 3rd, and Russia in 4th. And finally, the rejects, 2 wins and a draw puts them at the top of the table, with Saudi Arabia joining them. Cameroon and Peru missing out, unfortunately. So going into the round of 16 for the World Cup, that is what it looks like, with Turkey playing Ireland, Switzerland playing England, Portugal playing Argentina, Spain playing Uruguay, France playing Poland, Colombia playing Saudi Arabia, Belgium playing Iceland, and the rejects playing Mexico. So not an easy first game considering some of the other teams that have made it to the round of 16. Okay, here it is. Rejects taking on Mexico, and the lineups are both, it seems, quite healthy. And Sanchez just doesn't even waste any time. First minute of the game makes it 1-0. Absolutely not wasting any time. Sanchez was a bit quiet through the group stages. Oh, and he's turned it around. I was about to say how quiet he was in the group stages. Surprisingly, makes it 2-0. And this looks like it's going to be a rejects win. Mexico doesn't have an answer for this. Surely in 15 minutes, this game is done and dusted. Bonucci makes it 3-0. And Sanchez just has shifted into another gear going into these knockout stages. The round of 16 is done, and these are the teams that have made it through. Turkey, who beat Ireland 3-1. Switzerland, who beat England on penalties. Another, I guess, decently big team out of the World Cup. Speaking of penalties, Portugal also making it through against Argentina on penalties. Spain knocking out Uruguay comfortably 3-0. Poland beating France. Poland, who've won one of these before in these experiments, are on their way now to face Colombia, who beat Saudi Arabia. Belgium with the most comfortable win of the round. They beat Iceland 5-0, and the rejects beating Mexico quite comfortably 3-0. So Spain and Portugal is obviously the biggest match of the round, and another massive team will be out of it. If the rejects can get past Belgium, they'll either play Poland or Colombia, and the only other two teams that'll be in it is either Turkey or Switzerland, and Spain and Portugal. So really, their only massive test, if you can call it that, would be either Spain or Portugal. This could be finally one of the experiments with these World Cups where the team that I'm actually controlling wins it. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, we're still so far away. Okay, definitely can't take Belgium lightly. I mean, they are a fantastic team, especially on FIFA, and they are a step up from Mexico, I have to say. So this is definitely going to be tougher, and it's Alexis Sanchez again who opens up the goal scoring in the 14th minute. This man is just possessed right now in the knockout part of this campaign. As we go into the second half, Chiellini getting injured, not what you want to see at all, but he is staying on for now as we hit the 1 hour mark with about 20 minutes left in this game. Do Belgium have enough to bring one back late in the game? 5 minutes left. Can they hang on? Kevin De Bruyne misses a penalty and the rejects win 1-0. That is a huge result. Okay, and what that means now for the rejects is that they've made it to the semi-finals, the furthest any team in these experiments have gone. No one's ever made it to the final, let alone win it. But these are the last 4 teams in the World Cup. Turkey plays Portugal after Turkey made it through on penalties. Portugal with a 2-1 win over Spain, which is very, very impressive. Portugal beating Argentina and Spain to get in the semi-finals. That is a tough, tough road. On the other side of things, Poland, who've won one of these before. I can't stress that enough. Poland won one of them. They face the rejects now in the semi-finals, and will Poland end the dream? Or can the rejects make it to the final to face who you would think would be Portugal in the final? Let's find out. This is a massive semi-final. Surely they're not gonna choke now. Surely when it matters they won't choke. Or are they going to choke when it matters because they're rejects? So they will choke. I don't know. Let's find out. We're about 15 minutes into the game. Poland have a very good side. Take nothing away from it. But they've benched Lewandowski and Błaszczykowski and Piszczek. Wow, that is a very, very bold move. But I'm talking a lot. We are in the second half now. Poland's got up 1-0. So that move has obviously worked. Pjanic missed a penalty in the 29th minute. With 10 minutes left to go. Are Poland going to do this with no Lewandowski, no Błaszczykowski, no Piszczek? They've just mugged me off big time. That's a huge mugging off right there. They just said to themselves, we're not going to play our best players. We're going to rest our players for the final. That's how confident they were. They rested their best players for the final. And they won. They bloody won. Oh my goodness. The rejects have choked. The rejects have actually choked. It's too fitting. It's too fitting that the players that couldn't make it to the World Cup when they should have, haven't made it to this final when they should have. That is poetry if I've ever seen it. Oh my god. That is how the rest of the tournament folded out. Portugal beat Turkey 3-2 and then beat Poland 1-0. So the resting of the players didn't work for Poland and Portugal win it. How disappointing for the rejects to not get to the final. I would have loved to have seen that team play Portugal. I think they had a chance to beat Portugal, but they couldn't even beat Poland to then go ahead and beat Portugal. Really, really shocking. I wasn't expecting that, especially after the win against Mexico and Belgium. Belgium especially, I was a little bit worried. I thought Belgium for sure they'd slip up, but they didn't. And once they got past Belgium, I thought Poland would be easy work, but no. Poland are showing that they are a force to be reckoned with in FIFA, even if they don't have their best players playing. Even if they're resting their players, they are an extremely tough team to beat in FIFA. Okay, so that is all for today's experiment, guys. That is it. That is how it wraps up. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. There was a lot of talks of like doing a little mini tournament with the teams that didn't make the World Cup. I personally don't agree with that. That fits in with the whole culture of giving participation medals and stuff like that. I'm not down for that. I think if you don't make the World Cup, you shouldn't be in the World Cup. And you shouldn't even be in anything. You should just do nothing. You should watch the World Cup and see what you missed out on if you didn't make the World Cup. There shouldn't be any other tournament, especially no trophy for the tournament. If those teams want to verse each other in friendlies, that's fine. There should absolutely not be a tournament for the teams that didn't make the World Cup. No matter how good the teams are, no matter how much those players and those fans want to see that team in a little tournament, I just think it's the wrong move. And when I first heard that that was something that people thought that they should do, I completely disagreed with it. But what do you guys think? It's not going to happen. I don't think there's ever going to be a tournament of teams that didn't make the World Cup, but would you like to see that? I personally wouldn't. I just think it's, you either make the World Cup or you don't. You're either good enough, you either take your chances or you don't. That's my personal opinion. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Other than that, while you're in the comments, you can also leave some future suggestions for FIFA 18 experiments, videos that you would like to see, and things that you think are quite original and that no one else has done before. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see. Additionally, guys, leave a like on the video if you haven't already and you did enjoy today's video. Subscribe if you're new around here so you can stay up to date with all the content. That is all, guys. That is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy today's video. I hope you had a good day. I will see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.